Alright, so just a little unboxing video of something we've needed here. One of the Infratech 14-1000s, also known as the SRU 1615. It's a 36-inch heater. So great for helping post-heat wraps, making the project go a lot quicker than using a heat gun. And also a great benefit to doing colder weather installs, keeping the material much warmer in a bigger area so that you don't have tears, etc. So anyhow, something I've needed for a while and finally got. So we're just going to do a quick little unbox. Sounds like we've got a spring or something in here. Rod of some kind. Oh, here we go. Oh, I wonder if this is the heating element. Probably is the heating element. Yep, there you go. There's the infrared heating element. So be careful with that boy. So we'll pull out the main unit here. Casters. Another probably, this we'll see. Ah, the adjuster. All the pieces for the stand. Alright, box to the side. So there we are. Parts is parts. They've definitely changed the design up a little bit. The old version of this stand used to be able to screw into the stand in whatever position of height you wanted. I'm assuming they had crush issues and other things over time, so they changed to this design, which basically just locks into one of the holes to adjust your height so that you don't actually have screwed in pressure holding it against this. Alright, so we'll start unboxing or unpacking and putting the stand together. And I'm assuming I'm going to have to go ahead and give in and read some directions as far as putting the heating element in this thing. Don't want to do that wrong. Casters out. All the little bolts and caps out of the bag. There we go. So I'm thinking we can go ahead and start putting the casters in. Pretty easy, it's pre-threaded. I say it's easy, but when you've got a spinning caster, there we go. And then we'll get the ratchet to tighten that up eventually, but we'll start with this. It's definitely a good finish on this, good thickness. It's definitely not It's relatively strong. Looks like it's pretty much the same as the old style that they used to use as far as the feet, or the base, if you will. And by the way, it is 39 degrees here in Dallas-Fort Worth, which is a little out of the ordinary. So one of the reasons I decided to give in and get this here sooner than later, because even though the shop is not cold per se, it's definitely cooler than is ideal for working with the vinyl. Alright, pop the little caps on. Looks like this is taking the shorter bolts. Those were definitely too long. Grab that socket. That bolt is the right size, but apparently that's a larger bolt. So we have the base. All right, let me bring that back up so we can see what's going on here. So we drop this pole into the base there, and then we use these longer bolts. Grab a wrench real quick. Guess we'll cheat on this one. A little too big. Alright, there we go with the base. And we have the upper section. We just slide on. And then we've got the carrier, which I guess we can drop in place. Seems I put that on backwards. There we go. Let's try that again. You back that up. So there you go. You can kind of see how that works. I'll take this off so that we can mount it on the stand. There we go. Now next comes the trick of mounting the heating elements. Which it does appear that it just has the wire connections on the two ends, and that is it. So let me grab a wrench for that. It's actually smaller than 3/8. Just to be safe, I'm going to grab some gloves. I wish I should see. I might need to take that. Might need to take this cover off before I put that in. Yep. So they really want you to have this facing up. And they want these end guards removed. A little bit of a pain, but considering this is only something you'd have to do when you replace the heating element, not that big a deal. That I don't quite see how this comes off. Alright, what am I missing here? There we go. So I just got to get in there and move this piece out of the way a little bit to be able to get those up. Do the same thing on this side. There we go, get that off of the way. Now we've got the heating element. We've got a connector inside. Let's see if I can get that in view here. Let me angle that down. There we go. Now you can kind of see where the wire's coming through. Put that in place. Put that provided nut. And then we will tighten that up. What's interesting is it looks like these little brackets are in the way on my particular install. Let me slide that up. Actually, I'm going to need to loosen that back up. So I can move that wire. Because it looks like this wire needs to be on the other side of that. Sorry guys, looks like the battery died on me. But anyhow, so kind of see what I ended up doing. So I moved the wire out from inside this area back so that the bulb or heating element, if you will, dropped in just on the outside of that piece. Now we can actually put those covers back on. Looks like it needs to drop down further. Ah, it actually needs to drop underneath those. So let's move that back out for a second. We'll pull these little pieces out. And then we'll drop the heating element down. There we go. And slide that back in place, and that'll basically kind of clip it into place. Okay. Put this one in. Put the guard back in. Oops, I guess I forgot. This needs to be in place first. Let's try that again. That's what you get for not reading directions, right? All right, there we go. So now we can get the old extension, or get the power cable down, plug her in, and give her a burn-in test. Grab an extension cord. Alright, we got power. Let's flip her down and we will go turn it on. See what we have happen. Hopefully everything works. Oh, I hear it click. So I hear it acting like it's doing something. Yep, I can feel some warmth. Guess we'll just give her a minute. This one is a little bit slower to heat up rather than an instant heat. Oh yeah, I'm getting that smell, that new electronics burn smell. Not the good burn, not the bad burn. I'll put some of these tools away while that's warming up. Alright, you should be able to see a little bit of color now. Definitely getting warmer. Alright, yeah, now we can see some good color, and it's definitely warm. Now this one does not have any adjustability on the temperature. So basically what you would do is move, how close, how far you are away from whatever it is you're heating to regulate your temperatures. And then of course you've got this knob down back in the back here to adjust your angle. And then of course this connecting rod in the back to adjust our height, our positioning. Alright, so let me do a little zoom out so you can kind of get a sense of the whole thing. So there's the adjustment at the top, going down to the rollers on the bottom, and then I've got it set right in the kind of middle right now. But there we are, guys. So far so good. So we'll put it to use tomorrow and I will give you an update. But I've used one of these in the past. It's been great. That's kind of what prompted me to get one here. So anyhow, thumbs up. Hope you guys enjoy. Have a good one.